In this video, we'll be demonstrating how to open up your iPod Classic. Now this is one of the better techniques, assuming you have good tools. There are many low quality tools out there that are so fragile they'll break immediately when you try to insert it in between the housing. In addition, these low quality tools don't have a thin plastic coating on the exterior, which allows the pry tool to slide nicely along the device while you're separating the housing. To get started, we're going to want to insert our case opener tool on the right center of the device to separate the housing. We're going to apply pressure on the back metal casing, which will bring it slightly away from the front, giving us a small gap to wedge that tool in there. And we'll leave it there so that we have a separation in the housing. And we'll exploit this gap and use another tool to slide it along the sides of the device. Now what we're going to focus on is releasing the clips on the right side of the device. Once we've done that, we'll be able to open the rest of the iPod. It's not necessary to release the clips along the entire perimeter of the iPod. Once we have one half, the other one will simply come undone. Here's a look at those clips on the inside, which we're trying to pry away from the front housing. And here's how those clips are locked into the front housing. Continuing on, there's a clip on the bottom right hand side of the sync port, in addition to the lower right of the iPod. And these are the two clips that tend to catch more than any others. Here you can see just what I mean when I say a clip catches. This one is bent in the horizontal direction when it should be bent downwards. This makes it very difficult to open the device when a clip catches on the front casing, because it bends the case outward and makes it a very tight fit. We're going to continue to work at these clips, and you really have to apply quite a bit of force. You're going to want to wedge your tool in the location of the clip and bend outwards to hopefully release them. It's very easy to break even the highest quality opening tools while opening the Ipod Classic. If you order a toolkit from our website, you'll get 3 of these good quality tools, in addition to a small flathead and Phillips screwdriver to proceed with the repair once you get the device open. You want to continue to work your way around the device and apply the technique of bending down and out to release these clips. And here you can see that we do have one clip that's caught, because when we try to bend it open, you can see that every clip except for one is released, and the back casing is not allowing us to remove the front, which once you have one half of the clips released, it will come up. So this clip is bending outward and it's pushing on the housing, so it's making a tight fit between the front and rear. So we're going to just have to bend that all the way upward, and then once we have the device opened up, we can bend it back in place before closing the casing. And finally, we successfully opened up the iPod Classic. As you can see, this process does take quite a bit of effort. If this is something you don't feel comfortable doing, you don't want to risk damaging your casing, you'd probably be better off sending it in for repair service. Before we close the iPod, we're going to want to bend this clip that bent upwards out of place back down. And you can do this using either a case opener tool or a flathead screwdriver. Before closing your iPod, you can apply a technique shown here. With the rear housing raised slightly above the front, bend the case inward on all sides. And this should help with making the front and rear housings flush when you close the device. As you can see, this is quite difficult. This is one of the harder devices to get open. If you're worried about damaging your casing, you can always purchase a replacement. Hopefully you found this tutorial to be helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to comment or contact us directly through our website. Thanks for watching.